Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? So I'm going to leave here this evening after the show, and I'm going to drive home. And I'm going to get on I-10, and I'm going to speed. I am probably going to average somewhere around 70, 75 miles an hour in a posted 65. I will break the law. Just what it is. We all do it every single day. So I say that for context because we speed. Largely, that's okay. It's an arbitrary law. There are moral laws and there are arbitrary laws. A moral law is you can't kill. You're negatively affecting someone else. Stop at the red light. That's just to maintain order in our society. It's an arbitrary law. So the fact that Chris Olave was speeding, I'm okay with it. In a vacuum, it's not a huge deal. Yes, going 70 miles an hour in a 35, not a great thing to do. It's reckless. It's dangerous. You could have hurt someone. Thankfully, he didn't. I saw Chris Olave's brother tweeted that he was just leaving the CVS and headed back to his house. Here was the tweet from Josh Olave, who tweeted, here it is. Bro was on his way back to the crib from CVS. Ain't nothing serious. But as the first person that commented, going 70 in a 35 is serious. And that's true. It is. You're going 70 in a 35. It's reckless. It's dangerous. It's all that stuff. It's why he was arrested. And why if I get pulled over tonight going 75 and a 65, I'm not going to get arrested, but I might get a ticket. So in a vacuum, not trying to overreact to this, still a dumb knucklehead thing to do. And yes, it was dangerous. But we don't live in a vacuum. And the timing of this is awful. The Saints are 3-4, and morale is at probably the lowest point it's been, certainly since Dennis Allen's been the head coach, and maybe the lowest point since the back-to-back-to-back 7-9 seasons. People wondering, is it time to move on from Drew Brees, Sean Payton? Are they done? Morale's low. I and others are questioning if the players even respect Dennis Allen. I made the parallel to a substitute teacher where nobody really fears any repercussions, which is why you do whatever you want. And then the last time we saw Chris Olave, he quit on a route. Derek Carr yelled at him on the field, and then Michael Thomas went to Twitter to co-sign a reporter, Nick Underhill, for essentially calling out Derek Carr for throwing to a player that wasn't on the route. It's messy. And then this. So the timing is awful, which is why this becomes a bigger deal than it probably should be or would be anywhere else. For a parallel, look at the University of Georgia. They had a true tragedy last year, or earlier this year, I should say, after their national championship celebration. A player was speeding, lost control of the vehicle, and people died. A true tragedy. Since then, many people within the Georgia program have subsequently been arrested for reckless driving and speeding, and it's become a story now every time someone at Georgia is speeding because there's just a hyper-focus on it now. So there's a hyper-focus on the New Orleans Saints and the culture around the organization and all of that stuff because of what's happening. So not that it's ever a good time for a player to get arrested, especially a star player like Chris Olave, but for that to happen amid all of this noise right now is doubly awful. Now, you may ask, would there be any discipline from the NFL? Probably not. Some recent cases of players getting arrested for speeding and other violations, moving and non-moving violations. Hollywood Brown was arrested for going 126 miles an hour. This was in 2022. The video of that arrest was made public this past August. In July, Jordan Addison, the rookie with the Vikings, was going 140 miles an hour in a 55. He too was arrested and not suspended by the NFL. Falcons fullback Keith Smith was arrested for driving with a suspended license, not punished by the NFL. Back in August, Cowboys defensive end Sam Williams was pulled over for speeding. He was also arrested for possession of a controlled substance and weapons charges. As of now, has not been suspended by the NFL. We'll see what may happen therein. My point is, it's unlikely there's anything that comes of this from the NFL. Maybe the Saints make him run some gassers. I don't know. It's just that at a time where morale is bad around this organization, where it feels leaderless and there's a giant lack of accountability, for one of your best players to be going 70 in a 35, swerving lanes in and out of traffic and to be arrested, it ain't a great time for it, Chris. Not that there's ever a good time for it, but the timing of this is doubly awful. So the Saints had the day off Monday. They did have to go in to watch film, but no practice. Tuesday, they were off. Wednesday, I'm sure we'll get some comment from Dennis Allen and the Saints about the situation with Chris Olave. So the Saints are aware of the situation. No comment given. We'll wait another day. Of course, the Saints are in Indianapolis on Sunday with an opportunity to break this losing streak. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.